Alright, Powerstroke 6.0. Was in the city the other day with Kendall again, and I had to make that. That broke on me in Manhattan, and I didn't know what to do. It's a hose that's made out of plastic junk. I smelled antifreeze. I pulled over and I touched this hose here, pop, and then this one came off. All the antifreeze shot everywhere. So what I did was I put a socket. I cut this one. I broke all the plastic off. I got it down to rubber hose. You know, they sell that as a whole unit. It goes from the water pump, comes up to here to the degas bottle where the antifreeze sits, overflow, and heater core, all one piece. So I broke all the plastic. I stuck rags in there first. Make sure you do that. And I broke all the plastic, and I pulled the rags out. All the plastic came out, and then I spilled antifreeze out to make sure there was no more plastic in there. Oh, drop camera. So this is a 1-inch T with a threaded end, and the other end is a bob fitting for the heater hose. This is a piece of copper, 1-inch threaded, so that it'll act like a bob fitting. And that's the same thing, another 1-inch threaded. And I soldered them. I was at my friend's house. You know, I was able to put a socket in between, like I said, to get me to my friend's house. And then I went to the plumbing supply. This setup here cost me $45 because it's heavy duty brass fittings. I didn't get the cheap stuff from Home Depot. I mean, you could probably use a copper T, but with this truck and how hot they get, this and that, boom, bang, I'm just gonna, you know, spend the extra money. I don't want to get stuck like that again. Middle of Manhattan, West Side Highway. So I'm gonna change the bottle today and the intercooler. I think I told you that my daughter bought it for me for Christmas and Father's Day. So there's the intercooler that she got me, and there's the degas bottle. Oh, Sinister Diesel. Yeah, Sinister Diesel don't send me nothing. Buy all this shit from them. You know, the problem they had with theirs was well, the cap is sold separately. So they had this on their truck, and this cap kept blowing off. And theirs is bulletproof. So what I think I'm gonna do is, because all they do is they take a regular cap and they grind the edges and they epoxy it in there. So I'm gonna do that to my cap, because I don't have no problems with that cap. But first I'm gonna try this cap. I'm draining the antifreeze. See, I got the Caterpillar antifreeze in there. Still nice and clean. So I'm gonna try their cap first and see how it goes. Gotta clean the truck. It's time. The truck made me a little couple of bucks. So I'm gonna, you know, work on it a little bit. But this stuff is not holding up. Look, I sanded it and everything, but you step on it and stuff, it comes right off. You know, on the body it stays, yeah. That Raptor line or whatever that shit is. So I'm gonna get all this off. 10 screws. And get it all out of the way while the antifreeze is coming out. I got the Milwaukee ratchet, your best friend with this truck. Yeah, quick. Gets all this out quick. take all this out to get that intercooler out. That one's a clamp. Alright, let me pull that out. I'll show you what I took out. Alright, so you gotta unplug your mass air flow sensor, take the filter out, put it all here already. This is a hose. You see, I just put it together for you know, I was stuck, so I had to, you know, finish the loads and get out. You see how the hose is kinking down there? It's turned too much, so I gotta loosen it all back up, cut this hose a little, make it nice and straight. But that's what it is, you see? Oh, it's not a oh yeah, it is. It's a 45 elbow screwed into the T, and then on here is a bob fitting that screws into there. That's a 3/4. Oh, is it on a half inch? It's a half inch. Yeah, it's a half inch. See, half inch, 1 inch. Alright, let me get those undone and straighten those out. Gotta get all this off. This is really floppy and flimsy. I don't know what the hell they give you that for. I think that's stupid. I should just get rid of this stupid thing. Easy to lose screws in this truck. I think that one's an 11. What is that? That's a 12. Where's the 11? It's an 11. Yeah, it's usually an 11. On my truck anyway. Yours is probably a 10. See, didn't I tell you it's easy to lose screws? I just lost one. I'll find it. Now you know why they're all different sizes. This thing out of your way. Thing's pretty heavy. I'll probably shed 10 pounds if I get rid of that. I had to do this because I lost the rubber. Last time I was doing something, I couldn't find it. So, I don't hear any more water coming out. Probably got to go disconnect the lower hose to get the rest out. Because my daughter and Danny, they were able to get it in with the radiator in there. They just pushed everything forward. But he said, if he was me, he would take the radiator out. And they got the Mitsumoto radiator. I got another one that's, I mean, they paid $400 for theirs, or $500. I paid $300 for this radiator. It's just as good, and my truck runs cooler than their truck, believe it or not. So, I think I'm gonna need an 8. I forgot an 8. Let me go get that. Alright, I got the hoses off. Do the other one over there for the bypass. This is the fan, electric fan. Disconnect that. So now I gotta get this center section out of here. There's 2 screws missing here. I don't know what happened there, or did I just not put them in, or what happened? Can anybody tell me? Alright, so let me get this intercooler pipe off while it's right here. I think that's an 11. That's usually an 11, yeah. Got a long rack, got long extensions. So I'll get that pipe out. Pop the radiator, hold down, pull them out. I mean, since I bulletproofed the truck, I haven't had a problem. I got the O-ring heads, everything on this thing. Just the, you know, holes broke there. I don't know why that would. I never even saw on any videos on YouTube about it. That thing goes bad and breaks. I don't even know. Oh, took the whole thing off. Man, the thing's fast. I don't want to lose that one. Let's get that back on there. All the shit starts rusting. What is this? Oh, some dirt or something. Some guy the other day, I guess he don't like me. He made said another stupid video or something. Like, I told him what he needed in his mouth. You just know what I told him. It's on the video with the cement mixer. He's, oh boy, another stupid video. So I said he needed a penis in his mouth to shut him up. I don't know if he did. He probably did because he didn't answer me back. Yeah, I took the clamps off of here. That's the what do you call that? Catch can. What is all that shit on there? You might have a little bit of an oil leak over there. But that thing is sucking a lot of air out of this motor. This is the filter thing. I just keep it plugged in there. It doesn't do anything. The K&M filters, they never get clogged. All that other filter I got there. So I need to get this out. Oh, let me get working on that. I'm gonna put some music on, guys, because if you're mechanically inclined, you know what to take off and everything. And if you own one of these trucks, like Bill Hewitt says, if you got the money to buy a Powerstroke, you should have the money to get it fixed. So, I mean, I'm not gonna walk you through every step by step, but I'm just gonna show you what I did. So I'm gonna pull this radiator out, the shroud, possibly the fan. I think the fan's got to come out. If not, I would like to leave it in. So I'm going to pull the radiator out, then I'm going to get to the intercooler. Then I'll come back, because I want to listen to some music. Okay, that's what we're after, the intercooler. That one. The front shroud has to come out with the radiator together. And I did make a mistake. You see the transmission line? See it right there? I screwed it. My wife was talking to me. I wasn't paying attention. I screwed it out of the cooler. I mean, it's not going to be hard to get back in there. I don't know if you can see it. See it back there? I just gotta grab it from in here. See? There it is, see? Just gotta hold it there, and I'll screw those fittings back in. A little piece of aluminum on this one. You don't want to do that. That's the reason why there's two nuts on it. I forgot all about it. Alright. Let's work on this intercooler. Okay, old intercooler, new intercooler. A significant weight difference. That thing weighs about, I would say, 20 pounds. I can't even lift this one. Yeah. It's about 50 or 60 pounds. My wife's yelling at me. Alright, so there's the piece I made. Well, you wouldn't believe I had to cut the hoses to get them off. This one I screwed off, but it makes its own threads in there, look. To make sure you probably don't even need a clamp. But that's it. This is 1 inch. With a 1 inch copper insert soldered in there. Half inch 45 with a thread on the end. And it wasn't a bob fitting, it was another nipple, a 1 inch nipple with threads. So yeah, there's the piece I made. I'm gonna leave this on there. No way I'm changing that. Alright, intercooler's in, radiator's back in. I'm gonna put the gas bottle, the antifreeze bottle. And my wife, shut your mouth! Stop laughing at me, banana head. Alright, she's laughing at me. Let me do this. She wants to go out. Alright, intercooler installed, water bottle installed. My piece I homemade is in there installed. Went pretty quick, about an hour. So, just gotta put a clamp on this for the crankcase. So that can is a catch can is so that the oil doesn't go into these pipes. I didn't show you, but these pipes are very clean inside. No oil or nothing. Plus they have the oil going into the bottom there of the intake and into the turbo, which me and everyone else thinks is very stupid. Alright, thanks for watching.